Okay, so in this video, we're going to be talking about some 5-star predictions. So I've never done a 5-star prediction video or 5-star predictions in general, so some of these books may not end up being 5 stars, but these are books that I feel confident, if nothing else, that I think I will enjoy a good bit. So hopefully I do, but let's just talk about some books. So the first book on this list is The Gauntlet by Karuna Riazi. I probably didn't say the last name right. I'm sorry. Or potentially. Yeah, I probably didn't say that right. But basically this follows a trio of friends who find themselves trapped in a board game, and basically it's it's supposed to be like a steampunky Jumanji with Middle Eastern flair, which that in itself just sounds fantastic, and I really want to read it. It is a middle grade story, but overall the idea of like steampunk mixed with Jumanji, and the Middle Eastern flair, like, I love learning about like different cultures, so like having like the Middle Eastern part sounds really awesome. And I mean, I really enjoyed both Jumanji movies, so steampunk Jumanji, which obviously it's probably not actually going to be like really Jumanji-y, very like Jumanji, there we go. But the idea of characters trapped in a game sounds fantastic, and I like really want to read it, and I think it could honestly be 5 stars just from that alone. So next we have Among the Beast and Briars by Ashley Potson, yeah. And basically this follows a character who kind of is forced to go on the run, and she has a companion of a fox and a bear and magic in her veins, which sounds really awesome. I have been trying to get into fantasy more, and this sounds like something that I would really enjoy. It is apparently also retelling, which I do enjoy. Like, I love myths, folklore, and legends, so like having retellings about different things is pretty awesome, and I think this could be a 5 stars as well. So yeah, we'll see if it ends up being 5 stars. Next, I have been getting into more manga recently. I don't know if you can really tell, but right here-ish is a few of them are hiding, but I have the first 7 volumes of Full Metal Alchemist that I got for Christmas, so yeah, I really am getting into manga. I like it, and so the next one is actually Orange, which seems like a contemporary, like potentially sci-fi sort of story following this girl who gets a letter from from her future self, basically wanting her to kind of like befriend a boy and make sure that like potentially his future isn't bad. And it sounds really interesting, and I think it could be really good. I don't know much about that other than sci-fi manga and potentially some romance. Like, it sounds really good, and just the idea of like someone getting a letter from their future self sounds really cool. So yeah, I honestly think that could be 5 stars. And next, so I just recently learned about this from watching oh gosh, I don't remember who it was. I'll possibly put a note down here or like link the video in the description, or their channel in the description. But basically, it's another manga. It's Spy Family. So basically, the premise that I got when I learned about it was that this dude is a spy, and for some reason he has to like build a family. So he finds a wife, he finds a kid, and like it follows them, which sounds weird but also kind of really cool. And honestly, I'm all for it. And I think like in a way, like the found family, in a way, I think it's kind of found family. I don't know. But like that sounds really cool, and it may be 5 stars from me. Next, oh my gosh, this book, guys. This one is one that I mentioned in my 5 books I want to read in 2021, I believe. And this is technically part of a series, but I don't think I realized that when I was filming. I may have learned about it when I was editing and then forgot, or may have put a note in the description of that video. But basically, it is Seeker of Magic. And the reason why this is on here is just the plot of the story sounds really good. It follows an orphan who's adopted by a clan that makes its living searching for valuables, and basically she wants to leave that lifestyle behind, and like she has a knack for finding treasures, and basically there is a specific weapon that is supposed to be really powerful and can help like potentially free the main character from her life, and also save her clan from forces that are trying to destroy it. So yeah, that sounds amazing. And again, I think it could potentially be 5 stars. Next, so this one is potentially a wild card, and I say it that way because so far I don't think reviewed or even rated is what I meant any non-fiction that I've read, mostly because I haven't read a lot, or I haven't fully like realized what my rating would be for certain things. So this one, it's possible that I may not actually like give it a rating at all, but if nothing else, I feel like it's gonna be a good, hopefully educational book. And that is A Bound Woman is a Dangerous Thing, The Incarceration of African American Women, from Harriet Tubman to Sandra Bland. Which, honestly, the title as well as the cover is what drew me into this book. Like, it sounds like it's gonna be a hard read, but I also feel like it's one that I really want to read to learn more on, like, this topic. And there, like, it has a 4.04 rating from 560 or 76 ratings. So, I mean, it's got a decent review, or decent rating currently. So, I'm hopeful that this will be a 5-star. If I do rate it, I still think like it's a good read and potentially very educational. So we'll see how that plays out. Okay, so the last book that I have on this, not the last book, I have one more. So the second to last book on this list is The Girl with the Louding Voice, and basically, it follows the story of a teenage girl who's growing up in rural, Nigeria, who wants an education so that she can basically find her louding voice and speak for herself. And it seems like it would be a heartbreaking, but also, like, very powerful story, and I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe that this is, like, an Own Voices, author. So I am really excited to read this. I've had it since sometime last year, and I keep meaning to read it, and then I keep forgetting that I have it. I hate that, but maybe this will help me, like, read it sooner. I think it is really good, and, like, the story, like I said, sounds heartbreaking, but I could see it potentially being a 5-star read. Okay, so the last one is, maybe? Yeah. Okay, the last one is the Dagdaring. So this is the second in the Dream Defender series. I read the first one last year, gave it 5 stars, absolutely loved it. And basically why I think this is going to be 5 stars is because the first one got 5 stars, and I really enjoyed the world building of the first book, which basically the author created a dream world where most of the first book took place, and in that first book we are following Nolan and Aaron. Nolan ends up finding out that he has special powers in the dream world, and Aaron is someone who works for what's known as the Dream Institute, and they are the ones that recruit, like, new Dream Institute workers, like dreamers or whatever. I forget what the actual term is, but she helps recruit, as well as trying to help teach Nolan how to use his powers well. So this one, I believe, follows where that first book left off, and due to spoilers, I can't say much, but basically I want to know where the story goes, and due to, like, the world building of the first one, and what I am only assuming is continuing on in this book, I am excited to see what happens. I will say that this one, basically, the main plot seems to be that people are dying in their sleep, and then they wake up later, like days later, in the morgue, and they need to find out why. That premise sounds awesome as well, so I'm excited to see what happens. So yeah, those are the 8, 9, I don't know, probably 8, books that I am hoping and thinking could be 5 stars. So I will excuse me. I will at some point later make a video when I've read all those and figure out if I was in fact right. As this is the first one that I've ever done, I may not be, but we will see. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you next time in the Bear's Nook. Bye!